Sorry about that. Thank you. That was really cool. There's like an aisle to walk down. I feel like this is the only time that's ever going to happen for me. I am in a relationship. I'm just inside. Anti-making my parents happy. Okay. Well, hi. Ooh, this is a cool microphone. Hi. So, y'all probably know this about me, but I'm a member of Gen Z. I brought this up before, and, I wanted to let you know that that should absolutely terrify you, all of you. As a generation, we're the closest thing you're going to get to a zombie apocalypse, a very judgmental zombie apocalypse with our middle parts and our iPhone addiction. We, bad posture, no brain, But I want to be honest with you, because I like most of you. Because you're like cool millennials, all of you. You're the kind that like work in tech and can let skinny jeans die, and I'm inspired by that. You're what I want to be when I grow up. So here's a really good trick if you're ever trying to spot a member of Gen Z to avoid all of us, because you should. If you see someone with trembling anxiety, like how my hand is shaking right now when I'm trying to hold this notebook, and zero attention span, run. That's one of us. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, you're like, oh, we all have anxiety because the boomers fucked the economy. No, anxiety for Gen Z is very special and very specific. We are the only generation that can traumatize our grandparents with our stories of, this is what it was like for me growing up. I grew up in the trenches of Tumblr. I have seen the inner workings of a Reddit poll. You don't even know, Grandpa. Like, oh, you were drafted into the war. Oh. When I was in elementary school, I would be sitting there, writing my little stories, and an alarm would go off. The calmest alarm you've ever heard. It sounds like you're being lulled to sleep in a hospital. And you don't know if someone has entered your school to kill you, or if the principal is just going to come knock on the door. And we just hide. And this went on every month of my life in school until a global pandemic came and we got to stay home. And it was a relief. So, yeah, you don't have that kind of anxiety. I'm sure, you old people. Just a war. If you can't tell, I'm very anxious. It's kind of my really cute quirk. And I kind of think of myself as like the human embodiment of a chihuahua because of that. And I just moved to Seattle this year, and I don't have a lot of friends, not related to the social anxiety, I'm sure. But I've started signing up for more promotional texts from like UNICEF. Is my hat covering my eyes? Sorry about that. But I've been signing up for more promotional texts from UNICEF so that someone will finally text me. It'll be like, Ryan Reynolds really wants you to give money to the children. And it's the perfect relationship because I don't have to text Ryan Reynolds back, but he wants something from me, and I feel good about that. But I've been trying to like make friends in person by like signing up for silly little classes, and I've been told that when I'm socially nervous, I walk like I have a stick up my ass. So I've decided to combat that by going outside every day to practice my walks like a normal person. And so I go out in the afternoon around 3 p.m. and I realized that Capitol Hill is a really weird place, especially at 3 p.m. I like to play this game that I call Dog or Baby. And every time I see a couple pushing a stroller, I kind of peer in. 9 times out of 10, it's a little white dog with a name like Coco or Lulu. But the other 10% of the time, it's a cat. Once, and this is true, once it was a very fancy bird. Never a child. Another fun game to play in Capitol Hill is like observing the local queers because we're cool. The other day I was walking down the street and I saw this couple. One of them had like a mullet, silver mullet, and a chunky cardigan, and the shorter one was wearing a beret with frogs on it. And I was like, ooh, bisexuals. And so I was really excited, and I wanted to make friends with them. So I tried my old flirting technique from high school where, I just stared at them. My walk wasn't really ready yet, so I just kind of power posed instead. I'm just standing here like this, just staring them down with my like Miley Cyrus eyes. And as they got closer to me, I realized This wasn't a couple, it was a grandmother walking her grandchild home from school, and I had been staring at them like Hannibal Lecter for way too long. Yeah.